Hi, everybody. My name is Miriam, and I'm your teacher. Today, we're going to talk about cheating. So the name of this is this cheating? It's a slideshow. So let's look at this for a minute. Is this cheating? Hi. All right. So the first question is this cheating? Let's take a look at what's happening here. This is the website. This is your essay. Let's look. Here it says, blah, 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 belong to a biological kingdom called. Here it says, animals belong to a biological kingdom called. It's exactly the same. Broken down into over 30 groups, broken down into over 30 groups. Animals are then, blah, blah, oops, two types, vertebrates and invertebrates. Animals are broken down into two types, vertebrates and invertebrates. Invertebrates belong to the phylum called, right? It doesn't have, oh, I forgot this one. Backbone are called vertebrates. Your backbone is called vertebrates, right? So is this cheating? What do you think? Next. Okay. Here's the second one. Here's the website. And you see it says animals belong to a biological kingdom called. Here it says animals belong to a group called. So animals belong to a biological kingdom called. All animals belong to a group called. And then this kingdom, Animalia, is in quotation marks. Here it says this, oops, kingdom is then broken down into over 30 groups or phyla. This kingdom is then divided. So we change broken down into divided, see, into more than 30 groups or this. Okay, so a little tiny change. And then we have animals are then broken down into two types of vertebrates and invertebrates. Animals are divided into two kinds. So we changed from types to kinds. See here, it says types. And then vertebrates and invertebrates. Animals with spines are vertebrates, spines. And here it says that animals with a backbone are vertebrates. Is that cheating? What do you think? Is that cheating? It changed a couple of words, a couple changed, right? Group and kingdom. We just changed a couple of words. What do you guys think? Is that cheating? All right, erase this. What about this? Here's the original website. It says all animals belong to a biological kingdom called Kingdom Animalia. Here we have a completely different beginning. And instead of saying how it was, it says the earth houses many types of animals. They all belong to a group called Kingdom Animalia. It's similar, right? This part is very similar, but it's not exactly the same, right? This blue part right here is very similar, but it is not the same. What do you think? Okay, here we have three words in a row called Kingdom Animalia. but we have quotation marks. Quotation marks are good. And here we have the website that we got it from. All right, that's interesting. Now, what about this? This group is divided again into more than. Here it says, this kingdom is then broken down into over 30 groups. Over instead of more than. Then we have divided again and broken down into. Here we have 30 phyla, and here we have 30 groups or phyla, plural form of phylum, plural form of phylum. That's the same. We call most of them animals. Here it says about 75% of all species on Earth are animals. That's pretty different. And then we have of which there are two kinds, vertebrates and invertebrates. And here we say broken down into two types, vertebrates and invertebrates. Animals with a backbone are vertebrates. Vertebrate means it has a spine. That's kind of good, right? That part's good, right? That's kind of good. So we have some good stuff. We have some bad stuff in any random color, but what do you think overall? I think this is still way, way, way too similar. There's some good stuff in here. Let's go back and look at what's really good in here and what's not, okay? So this part's good because that's not here at all, right? The earth houses many types of animals. Here it says nothing like that. So that's good. But then we see they all belong to here we have belong to and here we have belong to that's 3 words in a row. So that's right there, that's plagiarism. That's copying. That's not okay, right? That's not okay. So that right there is copying. Here we have this part, group called Kingdom Animalia, but we have the quotation marks, which is super, super good, quotation marks. And we have the quotation marks, and we have the website. That's okay too, right? We also have this, interestingly, the transition is not over here at all, so that's good, right? But then this part's pretty similar where it says this group is divided again. Here it says kingdom is then broken down. So that's different, right? That's different enough. Then we have more than 30 phyla, over 30 groups or phyla. And then this part, plural form of phylum, plural form of phylum, too similar, right? Here it's about 75%. Here it says most of them. That's good, right? Most of them. And then we have 2 kinds, and here it's 2 types. So that's okay too. And then finally, the last part, we have vertebrate means it has a spine. Animals with a backbone are vertebrates. I think that's okay too. So overall, sentence by sentence is too similar. I would have rather seen the sentences be reorganized, but overall, I'm going to say this is okay. Okay, right? I really like the quotation marks and the citation of the yourdictionary.com. I really like that. Okay, let's see some other conversations. Oops, let me erase that. Okay. All right, here's ChatGPT. Some students just go to ChatGPT and they have some information and they just copy it onto their essay. Obviously, that is cheating, right? 100% if you just copied this onto your paper and tried to give that to me, that is 100% copying. That is cheating, and you should get an F if you do that. Please don't do this, right? This, we have to give it, oops, sorry. I have to give that, oops, an F. Right? They do not pay me to grade Chat GPT. That is not acceptable, right? All right, next one. Come on. Okay, here we have the same Chat GPT, and here's the student's essay. What do you think? Right here, animals, blah, blah, blah. Exactly the same is here. That's cheating. Suppose you didn't have this and you wrote this and you wanted to find a synonym for characteristics by using the website itself, by clicking with your right click and things like that. That would be okay. That's definitely okay to search for synonyms for characteristic and use some synonyms. Real paraphrasing, you have to use synonyms and change the word order. But this is a way to start paraphrasing. Okay. Okay. Same thing with this. If you need to find out how to spell something, you spelled it wrong, it's underlined, and you don't know what's going on here, you absolutely can use the documents formatting and the documents giving you the right spelling. That's definitely okay. Yes, that's okay. Okay. Here, we ask ChatGPT to make an outline, and ChatGPT made you an outline. And then if you just started typing from here, you could do that. You want to make sure you don't copy any of these 3 words in a row, but you're allowed to make an outline for your work. However, be careful. This is a 1-paragraph essay. This is way, way, way more than 1 paragraph. This is maybe not a book, but this is much too much information for 1 paragraph. I don't think it's very good. I think you could do better if it were just 1 paragraph. I thought ChatGPT did not do a good job here. This is not 1 paragraph. All right, here we used ChatGPT again, and the student wrote this: fish, birds, and wild animals, and it told ChatGPT, fix this, right? See, fix this, and here's a pretty bad sentence, right? This isn't even a sentence right here. And so it wrote this. It is good. It still has the problem of these are not 3 categories, right? This is a lot. This is 4 categories. So there's still, it didn't fix it completely. It made it into some sentences, but also wild animals, many aquatic creatures are wild animals. Avian species like birds are also wild animals. So this is not a good classification and division essay, but it's cheating. And even if it wasn't cheating, it's just wrong. So the information is not true, so it's not good. Okay, one more. Here's another example of ChatGPT. I asked it this question: what happens in chapter 3 of the name of this book? It's called The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. Here, ChatGPT wrote The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. This is a book, so it should not be in quotation marks. It should be in italics. So there's the first problem. Second problem, chapter 3 of the book is not titled Discovery. If you want to look at the book, the chapter 3 of the book has a totally different title. So that's also not true. And then some of the other information here. None of this stuff happens in chapter 3 of my book. 0 of these things, right? In this chapter 3 of this book, he's just living his happy childhood with his friend and everything's fine. All of this is wrong. He doesn't go to the library. He doesn't discover a book. All of this is wrong. So be careful with your ChatGPT because none of this is what happens in chapter 3. So that's what I wanted to tell you about cheating and copying. Really, please don't do it. Thank you. Have a good day. Write it yourself and make mistakes because that is how you learn. It's okay to make mistakes. It's not okay to cheat because you don't learn by just copying. See ya.